Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Facebook Live. My apologies that I am running late this week, but that's part of what I'm going to talk to you about. So give me one sec. Everyone's a little hyper at the moment, and I'll give folks a sec to join. I know, Jesse, I know. So I'll let you say hi to everybody. Want to say hi, Lily? Say hi, Lily. Jesse, what's the matter? Jessie got a haircut today, so she feels like a new puppy. She's almost 9, but she's acting like she's 2 with her haircut because she loves when she gets her haircuts. And I'm sure you want to say hi to Abby. I know, guys. Okay. I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're excited tonight. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. So I decided this week. Hi, Patty. I decided this week to, hi, Ellie, feed them after Facebook Live, because usually you just see Abby sleeping and Lily not wanting to have anything to do with anything. So this week I'm trying something different. Oh, hold on. And feeding them after Facebook Live, but as you can see, it's having the opposite effect. Hi, Pat. Hi, Annie. Sorry, guys. They'll calm down in a sec. As you know, it usually just takes them a minute to calm down. And we'll get, okay, yeah, I know. I know it's SUPPER time, I know, but Mama's trying something different this week, okay? Okay, so, you guys are cooking. Hi, Alyssa. So for all of you that are in colder places in Florida, I'm sorry. I know everyone must be freezing. Yes, Annie, I imagine you guys are freezing in New Jersey. All my friends and family in Connecticut and the Northeast, hi, and stay warm and safe, please. Yeah, in Florida, I took Jessie to the groomers today at 8 o'clock, and it was 32 degrees. So people in Florida are freaking out. Not in Florida, South Florida is faring a little bit better. But people here are freaking out, and we don't have anything on the grounds. But there was frost on the ground this morning, which I don't think in the 3.5 years, hi Patricia, I don't think in the, we're glad you're able to join. And as you, if you don't know, I always post this as a video to my page. So if you can't join live, you could always just view the video form of it. So that's totally works. So don't worry if you can't join live, you can certainly view the video, and I keep them up there. So I don't think I've deleted one video, even the bad ones. But anyways, yeah, frost on the grass for the first time this morning. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Sarah. And the pugs were like, yeah, let's go. Oh, we even have a special guest star tonight. Someone else is excited to be here. I don't know if you can see her or not. Hi, Holly. Holly, what are you doing? Hi. Wow, okay. All right, the whole family's here tonight. I'll show you Jessie's haircut if you want to see it. It's really, really super cute. I'm gonna just flip you guys around for a sec. Jessie, are you good? Are you good? Are you happy with your haircut? Are you happy? It's so funny, the change in her personality when she gets her haircut. I know I mentioned it before. It's controversial among you guys are mostly pug people, but among German Shepherd people, it's super controversial to cut their hair. Hi, Brenda, because they say that's just you're not supposed to do that for 1,010 reasons that they cite. But what I always say is do what's best for your dog. You know what's best in consultation with your vet on medical issues, caveat. You know what's best for your dog. So you guys are the moms and dads. So we do what's best for Jessie, and with Jessie, hi, Christine. Oh, thanks, Ellie. She says Jessie looks good. Yes, she's our honorary pug, Alyssa. What works best for Jessie is to keep her hair, we don't shave her down completely, but she has allergies year round because in Florida, other than today, most things don't get cold enough to die off, including all the allergens in the air, and we live in our neighborhood is Maple Tree Central. So, which is really bad for her. So we keep her trimmed down. We usually do it about every 6 weeks or so, usually year round, and it helps with her itchiness. So that's why we do it. But anyways, hi. Lily's calm. Abby's sort of calm. Jessie's sort of calm. So yeah, so I hope y'all had a nice New Year. I had a little bit of a quiet New Year. I had a little bit of health issue, landed me in the ER on New Year's Eve day, but I'm fine. So it was like the best New Year's on the planet for the pugs because they got to spend it on the couch with Mama. So it was nice. So I bet a lot of you all did the same. So it was really, really nice. But anyways. So a little unexpected start to the new year, but I know everything's fine now, right, Abby? Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, we're good. So, hi Lorraine, hi Jean Ann, and hi Fredo. We love your Fredo. I'm sorry, I always pronounce that wrong. I'm sure it's not Fredo. I'm pretty sure it's Fredo, but correct me if I'm wrong. So this week, what I wanted to do and kind of to start out the new year is do a series, and I'm sorry, the pugs keep knocking this camera. Oh, Jesse, I know. They're gonna starve to death, skin and bones. Yep, I know. Oh, I mean, you have to see this because it's kind of cute. Oh, she just moved. Oh, she was cuddled with Holly on the floor. Hi, Terry. Oh, I'm sorry. She has her pugs, Frank and Sammy, in heaven. Like Fredo Corleone. Okay, thank you, Lorraine. Okay, so not like a bag of Fritos. Thank you. Jessie also realizes we got new rugs in our house yesterday. So she is, I think, probably like trying to, make them her scent. So I'm like, great, because it's new rug scent, but now it'll be German Shepherd new rug scent. So cool. Thanks, Jess. Appreciate it. That's another reason we got you groomed today, huh? Yeah. But it was funny because yesterday Jessie thought that all of the rug people and everyone were here just to play with her. So she was the honorary rug installer. She did great though. Hi Evelyn. Oh, calendar announcement. Yes. So thank you for reminding me. We are going to do a calendar of Lily and Abby and Holly and Jessie. We're working on it now. We hope to have it done. Abby's like looking at it. It's hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted, but Abby's looking at me like, really? Okay. We're hoping to have it done in the next couple of days, and then we'll get it printed, and then I'll give you more details on if you wish to purchase one, how you can purchase one. So thank you guys for the support. Wasn't sure if anyone was going to be interested in the calendar, so of my family, my furry family. So thank you for the support, and we will do our best to be as expeditious as possible, and I will try to keep the costs as low as I possibly can. So thank you. But yes, more to come on the calendar. It's in progress. We're working hard, aren't we, Abby? It's part of the reason why we're late tonight. So for the new year, in my prior corporate life at Aetna, and if any of y'all have ever worked for a health insurance company, hi. And if there's any Aetna people out there, hi. I spent about 20 years working for Cigna and Aetna in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, the insurance capital of the world. So lots of Aetna folks I know out there that I miss dearly. But anyways, so when my time in Aetna, one of the departments I worked in, well, a couple of the departments I worked in were very deadline driven. So I did a lot of marketing writing and proposal writing, and that was super duper duper deadline driven. So what always seemed to happen was, and this was in the days, I'm dating myself, this is in the days of when we sent out a response to a customer, our marketing response in paper binders that we printed. We had this glorious print and supply room. It was beautiful. If you walk into Staples and you smell it and you're like, oh, you'll understand what I'm talking about with this print and supply room that we had unlimited access to. It was amazing. So anyways, this was where we printed all the copies of binders. We'd be shipping out like 30 copies of one proposal out, and the UPS person, the last pickup of the day was was always 7 o'clock, and that usually meant for us 6:50 that we had to have everything printed, done, final, done, perfect, and literally perfect, because sometimes if we did not dot an I or cross a T in a, say, 500-page response, we would be disqualified from that business. So it had to be perfect, it had to be on time, and it had to be yeah, perfect and on time. So what we always were like fascinated by, we would talk about was, how is it that every single time, and if you miss that deadline, so what would happen was we would ship them UPS overnight, and they would get to the customer or the broker consultant the next day, which was the due date of the proposal. If you missed that deadline, you were disqualified. Makes sense, right? If we can't do that part of it on time, then doesn't bode well for can we service a customer on time. Who's snoring? Oh, it's not snoring. Abby's just doing her pug noises. So that's Abby. Oh, Christine was at United Healthcare. Yes, I have friends that work at United Healthcare, so hi. Yep, UHC was there too, in Hartford. And Evelyn, of course, I will make sure everyone gets calendar who wants calendar. Thank you for asking, and thank you for your support. So anyways, we would always say, we're like, wow, and I did this for years and years and years and years. And everyone would always say, how is it that every single time we make the deadline, whether or not we get it done at 5 o'clock and UPS picks it up then, or we're literally running, and I worked in a building that was 1 million square feet. We were literally running to catch the UPS truck, because it took about 10 minutes to make that run in 1 million square foot building. How is it that we're always making our deadline? And it's just uncanny. This is so bizarre. Like, the last thing we do is always just right in time, and the last perfect change we make is always just right in time, and we always tend to get that last financial number in and set and final just right in time. And I don't know who said it, and I wish I do, because I'd love to give this person credit, but it was, you always work to your deadline. And ever since that was said to me, I was like, boom, bingo, light bulb moment. And it's true. You always work to your deadline. So if, for example, our deadline was 7:15, we would have made 15 minutes more of changes. And then we would have been like, okay, now that's perfect. And we send it out, and we work to our 7:15 deadline. So you always work to your deadline. So whether that's a hard and fast deadline like that deadline is, in the corporate world, like most deadlines are in the corporate world, or if it's me trying to get on Facebook Live by 6 o'clock, you always work to your deadline. As I've kind of had a less structured work life, my deadlines are a little bit more fluid, and so I was late today. So, but what tends to happen is still, even so, I always, whatever that deadline is, if it's 6 o'clock, I'm always working to that deadline. And one of my New Year's resolutions is, and New Year's resolutions are kind of corny. I don't like necessarily believe in like whatever. One of my goals for the new year, that sounds better. Hi Abby. Hi Abby. I know. I love you. I love you. One of my goals for the new year, right, Abs? One of our goals for the new year is to, oh, thanks Alyssa, I appreciate that, but I know your time is valuable too. One of my goals for the new year is to, that was Jessie. I found in her old age, hi Abs, hi Abby, hi Abby, kisses, oh, thank you for kisses. She's become more vocal. It's so weird, and she's gonna turn 9 next month, but she's going through like her terrible twos again. It's really hilarious, and bless you. That was Abby too. And part of that is she's vocal. It's just funny. She's just Miss Whiny Pants. Just, yeah. But anyways, I've decided I can't live my life working to a deadline because I put so much pressure on myself, unnecessary stress on myself, that anything that I can do that's not a specific deadline. Oh, thank you for asking, Sherry. Yeah, Jessie had Lucy Poopies last week. She's doing much, much better. So thank you. Anything I can do that's not someone's gonna die if I don't make this deadline, I'm gonna give myself the grace to not put so much pressure on myself. And so what I decided was, going forward, and I told my husband this right before when I was getting ready, and like running around the house trying to get ready for this Facebook Live, what I told, and the dogs, and hi Holly, Holly's sitting on my left hand. Okay. What I told myself was that for my Facebook Live, we're gonna shoot for 6. If it's 6:15, if it's 6:30, fine, because my days aren't necessarily structured as well as I would like them to be, since my work is a little bit unconventional. So I'm gonna go forward. So moving forward for Facebook Lives, and I'll post it when I post my little Thursday posts. It's gonna be, we'll see you between 6 and 6:30. And I know you guys get this notification that pops up when I'm live, so I'm like, you guys will be reminded that. Thanks, Christine. So you guys will see when we're here, and if you watch this on a video, it doesn't matter anyways. So I'm gonna take that pressure off myself. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that. Sorry, that was kind of another short story that I made long, but thought it was important. So I would encourage you guys to do the same. If there's stuff that you can just be graceful about and let it happen in its time, and know that you'll get to it. You put a lot of stress, you get a lot of stress off yourself. And Lorraine, thank you, later the better, I know. And I know 6 o'clock is early for a lot of people that work conventional hours, but you can always catch the video. So yeah. Okay, so topic for today, all of that blah, 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 and I haven't even gotten to the topic yet. Yeah, I do have OCD actually, so it's okay. I do get stressed about it. Oh, my husband's here. So my husband walked in, so that must mean he'd like to say hello. Come on, Mike, come say hello. Oh, Lily's excited you're here.
Hey, Lily.
All right,
Hey,
so
Abby. Hello.
So this is my other half.
It's all right, girls. It's okay.
I know. Now he got him all
It's
excited
okay.
again. I know.
Well, they think I have food. I'm pretty much good for one thing in this house, and that's dropping snacks on the floor for the pugs.
Oh, Alyssa says hi.
Oh, hey. All right, I'll leave you guys be.
Thank
Holly's
you.
behind her, by the way.
Yeah, she was
Okay.
sitting on my left hand, and Jessie was rolling around on the brand new carpet.
And Jessie is breaking in the new carpet.
Yep.
All right, hopefully we'll keep the pugs from breaking in the new carpet.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. There will be no pug paws that touch this carpet because it's brand new and we'd like to keep it as nice as possible. So they'll still sleep with Mama, but I'm carrying them in and carrying them out. And they came with me on the daybed today, and I carried them in and carried them out. Okay, so topic of the day, and pardon me for 1 second, but I just need to grab my reading glasses. Okay, so, whoop, sorry. All right, I'm back. This might be a little bit of a longer Facebook Live, so if you need to go, go. But I thought it was an important one because I get a lot of questions about it. And I was talking with Janet McLaughlin, who is the vice president of the Pug Dog Club of America. I was talking with her at Christmas because she's dear friends with Grandma Gail. And we were talking a little bit about what I do, and talking about kind of top health concerns for pugs. And one of the top health concerns for pugs by structure of their face, basically. Holly, my reading glasses are not to play with. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. You want to say hi to everybody properly? Another honorary pug, Holly. Say hi. Say hi. She's the boss of the house. People ask me who's the boss. Jessie? No, Holly. Holly's the boss. Yes, yes, you are. She's the oldest too. We don't know quite old how she is because she's a rescue, but probably like 12 or 13. So anyways, I was talking with Janet McLaughlin over Christmas when we were in Connecticut. And if you're watching, hi Janet. And she had said, we were talking about like health concerns of pugs, and one of them is pug dog encephalitis, which their group does a lot of work for. Part of what the Pug Dog Club of America does is fundraising and educational efforts for health concerns of the pugs. Thanks, Sherry. We think she's pretty too. She has to be pretty because she's not that smart. Huh? We tell her, you're so pretty. You're so pretty, Holly. So anyways, the other one, so the first top concern she said was pug dog encephalitis, or PDE. I have never had any experience with pug dog encephalitis, so that is going to be one of the Facebook Lives. I'm currently doing some research on it so that I can give you some information and we can chat a little bit about it because it's obviously important. But the second issue for pugs, health concern, and all animals, but pugs especially, as you know, is eyeballs. And hi, Greg. And so with eyeballs comes a lot. So what I wanted to do was read you, there's my book, for those of you who have purchased it and have read it, and I thank you so much and have given me feedback on it. Thank you so much. But this is my first dog, Zoe, my first pug, Zoe, the grumbly pug. So 2 chapters in this short, small, little book are on eyeballs, just because it's a fact of life if you own a pug. Oh, Alyssa, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So if you have read the book and you like it, even if you didn't buy it on Amazon, you could, because you can buy it on my website, my Facebook page. Even if you didn't buy on Amazon and you would like to leave me a nice review on Amazon, it actually helps with the Amazon algorithms for more people to find the book. So I would love if you do like it and want to leave me a nice review. That would be amazing. I don't look at the reviews too much because I get scared, because I'm afraid there's going to be a bad one, and I don't know that my psyche could handle that right now. But anyway, because they're all true stories, 30 true stories, and 200 photographs written from Zoe's perspective. So it's my life. So it's I don't know. It's just it was hard to put it out there for people. Oh, no worries, Terry. No worries at all. We were late anyways. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Alyssa gave one for Christmas to another pug lover. That's amazing. We love that so much. And I'm always happy to, all the books you order should be signed. I'm always happy to personalize them, and I can give you more information about how you can do that with me. I'll do that in a post. Okay. So anyways, okay. So one of the chapters of my book is on eyeballs. And I wanted to read it to you, and then talk a little bit about some eyeball concerns. Oh, I love that name, Judy. Her pug's name is Bugsy Siegel. That's adorable. Love it. Okay, so I will show you, and hopefully you guys can see. So one of the pictures, that was Jessie when she was much younger. My first pug, Zoe. My second pug, Coley, rescue dog. My little rescue, and it is about her eyeballs. And then there is Coley and Miss Jess when she was a puppy. We could watch her grow by the minute. Like, we could literally sit there and watch her grow. She grew so fast. Good girls. Good girls. Holly, come here. Holly. Holly, come here. Come here, Holly. Come here. Hi, Jess. Okay. All right. Everyone's good. Okay. So anyways, but this chapter is about Coley and Coley's eyeballs. Oh, Jessie just said, okay. Is that where you like to be? Hold on, gotta show you. She just jumped in the chair. Yeah, Jess. You just decided to just jump in Mama's chair? Yeah. Okay. All right. And Holly's just digging on the new carpet too. Oh, make yourself, oh, yeah, Jess, make yourself comfortable. Okay. You might as well, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. There's so many distractions, but that was kind of cute. Yeah, that is her perfect place. She could fit perfectly on that chair. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to talk about eyeballs today was because my rescue pug Coley, we got her in 2007, and in January, this first week of January, right after New Year's of 2011, yeah, 2011, this happened. So this is the now 8-year anniversary of this happening with Coley and her eyeballs, and it's a very I don't know, you have like those once in a lifetime dogs. I love all my dogs, but Coley, she was a rescue in every sense of the word, and we only had her for 6 years, and this was probably like the toughest period of time, like for me and for her. So when this anniversary comes up this first week of January, I actually have a C on my foot tattooed of Coley, my only tattoo, just a little C, just so she's always with me. But this first week of January is always kind of tough for me because it's kind of like a really bittersweet and, well, mostly better anniversary of all the stuff that Coley went through. So, but it has a happy ending, doesn't it? Because all the stories have a happy ending, I promise. Yeah, she probably is hungry. You're right, Sherry. So, Eyeballs, part 1. And this is Zoe writing this, by the way. So, just so you know, she has a little bit of a different voice than the voices you're used to hearing from Abby and Lily and Jesse in our posts. Zoe's a little, she's grumbly. She's got a little attitude. They were good years, Alyssa. They were 6 years, but they were amazing years. So Miss Zoe has to say tonight, now if you're astute, which I imagine you are, as well as good looking and charming as you're reading this book, you may have noticed in the pictures that my sister Coley went from having 2 eyeballs to having 1 eyeball. You smart, cute, and skinny reader are correct. Mom reminded me that this is a book of short stories, so I'll give you the short version of this one. It was a few days before Christmas and Mom was home alone baking cookies for a bake sale. She was preparing to run the New York City half marathon to raise money for charity, and her Christmas cookie bake sale, that was when I was at Etna, was to be one of her major fundraisers. After Mom told me that a half marathon was 13.1 miles in a row, I tried not to run on purpose, but you already know about that. I asked if she could still raise money for charity and take a cab instead. She said it didn't work like that. Sorry, back to my story. As Mom was busy in the kitchen baking her delicious sugar cookies, Coley had a scuffle while playing with Jesse, and in the commotion, Jesse accidentally hurt Coley's right eye. It happened in an instant, but my friend, it was ugly. I saw Coley's eyeball almost pop out, like those crazy glasses with the springy eyes, but this was for real. Stunned, Mom quickly gathered her wits about her, assured us all it would be okay, and raced Coley to the emergency veterinary hospital. Mom later said it took her 5 minutes to make a 15-minute drive. Mom was given a hug and handed a box of Kleenex. The nice doctors there could not save Coley's vision in that eye, but they popped the eyeball back in. I don't know the medical term for that, and they partially stitched up her eyelids so that her newly mobile eyeball would stabilize, i.e. not pop back out. I know, gross. I probably should have given you a disclaimer on this chapter. With surgery behind us, sorry, Jesse, hey Jess, thanks, I know, okay, we're good, right? Okay, sorry. With surgery behind us, the healing began. We didn't know much about eyeballs at the time, but from what Mom could gather from Dr. Hexter, Coley's recovery would be long and painful. Jess, hey Jess, you good? You good? Go back in your chair. Go back in your chair. No, I'm just going to sit here and scratch. Okay, sorry guys. But from what Mom could gather from Dr. Hexter, Coley's recovery would be a long and painstaking process. Eyeballs, especially the large and prominent pug kind, are extremely fragile. And when they are injured, even the slightest bit of dryness, speck of dust, or accidental bump from a doting sister like me can stop the healing or cause re-injury. So for the next 3 weeks, Mom spent all of her time tending to Coley. She took vacation time for the first few days and then secured permission from her dog-loving boss to work from home so she could keep Coley by her side. Mom administered a detailed regimen of eye drops, pain patches, antibiotics, ointments, and codeine like clockwork. Coley no longer wanted to eat on her own. As pug people know, this is the ultimate sign of trouble. She gave Coley water through an oral syringe because most of the time, Coley was too lethargic to drink. Mom slept on the floor with Coley because she worried Coley would fall off the bed, and she also didn't want her to be alone. Mom set her alarm to buzz through the darkness every 2 hours so she could wake up throughout the night to keep drops in Coley's eye. Coley needed constant drops because she no longer was blinking or producing her own tears. Mom and Michael made daily trips to Dr. Hexter, yes, I said daily, to keep trying different methods to help the eye heal, as during this time nothing seemed to work for more than a day or 2. Add to that Coley's constant pain. Imagine not being able to blink or close your eye, ever. Not even to sleep. Coley was braver than I, Zoe, would even be. After they exhausted their options, Dr. Hexter sent Coley to a canine ophthalmologist. Yes, there is such a thing. In Fairfield County, Connecticut, a little over an hour from our house. Now, my friends, Fairfield County is one of the most expensive places in the country to live. It's a place full of polo clubs and ladies who lunch, where celebrities hide from the bright lights of Hollywood and CEOs escape from the bustle of New York City. So Mom and Michael knew what this referral would do to my vacation fund. But I agreed that we needed to try anything to help our Coley. So on the second day of what would be a sub-zero January, Mom and Michael bundled up Coley and made the 1-hour drive to meet the soft-spoken and brilliant Dr. Stewart. Our kind-hearted Dr. Stewart was super gentle with Coley and even gentler with Mom, who was sleep-deprived and pretty fragile herself. After some fancy tests, he determined that it would be best to remove the eyeball, something called enucleation. Coley had already lost vision in that eye and was in constant pain, so all agreed this was the best choice. Dr. Stewart will replace the lost eyeball with a rubber prosthesis. Think like a bouncy ball out of a gumball machine. He would then sew it shut so it looked like Coley had a permanent wink. Cute, really. Coley could pull the look off. Surgery was scheduled for the next day and went off without a hitch. Coley came home from surgery in a bit of a stupor, but stopped trembling for the first time in weeks. I don't know a lot about ophthalmology, but I do know Dr. Stewart did everything right. Less than 24 hours after surgery, Coley devoured her supper, played with her favorite bear, and cuddled up with me again. And Mom stopped crying. So, my friends, you're probably wondering at this point, Zoe, after all of that, is Coley still friends with Jessie? And the answer is yes. Coley has always been friends with Jessie, ever since Jessie was a big, dopey, clumsy puppy. Coley doesn't hold grudges. She's a sweet one after all. So that's our story of probably one of the worst experiences I've had with a pug eyeball that literally lasted a couple weeks until we got that surgery with Dr. Stewart, who removed the eyeball. So I know a lot of you have a lot of questions about eyeballs, and I say that I kind of consider myself a self-proclaimed eyeball expert. And everything we went through with Coley with this eyeball, and then later on in her life with her other remaining eyeball, I like to think I'm pretty much an expert. So I wanted to show you a couple of the pictures that go with that story so you can kind of see like the before and after, literally 24 hours before and after. And this was actually Coley coming home from surgery, and then 24 hours later, and she was still obviously anesthetized quite a bit. And then Coley going back for her, I think it was her 1-day follow-up. So second, third, it might have been like today, like 7 years ago. So you can see the top picture, that was Miss Coley Bear. It was freezing, wrapped in a blanket on the way home from surgery. And then you can see Coley, all smiles. Her cone, unfortunately, for a while, but she got used to it. She was good. She's really good about it. It was mostly to protect Zoe from trying to like lick her face to death. But look at the smile. And that was like literally 24 hours after the surgery. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Sherry's been there and done that. And yeah, so that's our story of eyeballs. And we'll probably have to continue this until next week because I'm running way out of time. But what we'll do next week is I want to talk more about a little more about the medical side of it. So that was kind of the emotional side of it and the real life side of it with a birth of a real life pug. But I want to talk more about the most common eyeball issues that pugs have and what is done for them, how they're treated, how to avoid them. Mostly, hi Betty, and how to deal with them, because as you know, our little puggers have very smushed in faces and very big prominent eyes. So of all of the breeds, Abby's staring at me intently. It's almost time for SUPPER, I promise. Of all the breeds out there, all the flat-nosed breeds or brachycephalic breeds, pugs are ones that are really most prone to eyeball issues. So it's an important one. So next week we'll get into the clinical stuff, but don't worry, we'll still make it fun. I'm sure the doggies will entertain us again. We'll get into the clinical stuff, In the meantime, we'll keep working on the calendar. I'll keep you updated on that. And I think that's about it. But stay warm, stay safe. If you have to travel in awful weather, please, please, please be careful. My prayers go out to all of you in Midwest, Northeast, to stay warm and safe. Keep your doggies warm and safe. If they're any bit like mine were in Connecticut, it was literally run outside real quick to pee and run back inside. Or if it was too cold, we just did the piddle pad routine because it just wasn't happening for any of us. So we'll say goodbye and have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week. I hope you're having a wonderful start to 2018. I will let you say goodbye to everybody, and we'll get to see you next week. Oh, I just have to say goodbye. So Abby, say goodbye. Say bye. Abby, say goodbye. She said, I've had some eye issues, but we've gotten those taken care of. They were minor, huh? Lila, you want to say goodbye? Lily has really buggy eyes for a pug. Like, her eyes constantly look like she's surprised. So we have to be, I know, we have to be very careful with your eyes, don't we? And they are starting to get the glaucoma gray, which we'll talk about next week. It's hard to see you. I know. Say bye. Say bye. I know. Okay. All right. So bye, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks, Lil. Appreciate it. I know. Okay. I'm trying to say goodbye. Okay. So we'll see you next week, everyone. Bye.